Awesome. Awesome. Let's take 5 mindful breaths again, right? It'll make the sounds, the words, the journey that much clearer with a reset. And it will remind you that you may not have 5 hours, 5 days for a retreat, even 5 minutes, but you do have 5 cycles of breath, even if you lock yourself in the bathroom or your car. Let's go. Recenter, reset. Breathe in. Breathe out. Blink your eyes and mobilize. All right, here we go. Like in film, take 2. Greetings. It's virtual reality, but it's vibrational reality, okay? Lots of frequencies. There's no me without you. Who wants to be acknowledged? Step up. So I am using one device today, the other one short-circuited, and my laptop actually caused that situation because logging in onto... I have an idea though for next time. So we have Violet from New York, which is great because I will be there November 4, 5, actually November 2nd to 9th. Message me if you'd like to meet up. And we have DC in northern Nevada. Bravo for the early risers. 5. And you're anxious. There's still so much potential to shift that. Oh, Violet's at 8. Love is who I am. Carole. You don't mind I do the French version. Cherokee Land in upstate South Carolina. 5. You're on that teeter-totter. It's a good place because it's where you can catapult from. You feel a bit conflicted. Be with the friction. A fire will be birthed for what's next. Hi, Sherry in Illinois. About a 7 and spacious. That's my favorite feeling. Because you can travel. Marnie, autumn in Vermont. Such a cool time for inner outer work. Sister Salini in Montana. 6, leaning upward, unfolding. Amazing. Hello, Erica. Blessing the folks in Florida. The do-rag, yo, you know. Awesome. Hello, Elizabeth. South of France. I actually hope to visit there in May in Toulouse. Welcome. Chaque soir, je pratique mon français un petit peu. Il y avait une fois que j'étais complètement fluent, mais comme toutes les choses, si tu ne pratiques pas, tu perds. Thank you for showing up. Hello, Lynn in Nebraska. 7, and you're inspired. Awesome. Welcome, Insight family, Withyin community. Whether you're a continuous, supportive entity or a new vision and being on this path, I welcome you with open arms. So I'm Robert Halley, and I am a settler here in Unionville. It's north of Toronto, Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and the Huron-Wendat people's traditional territory. I invite you to learn your history, herstory, and to be a beacon of kindness and love and awakening, to not always be spoon-fed what Your caregivers, teachers, governs want to govern you. Be curious and nurture the conscious quotient. I was learning about that this morning with a new teacher. There's the IQ, intelligence, EQ, emotional intelligence, and then the CQ, consciousness quotient. And there is such a war to keep us busy, to not cultivate the conscious potential. So I'm coming with a bit of, what's my word? My word is connected to my inner being as an 8. My word is iridescent fire. There's a fire, but it's iridescent because it's reflecting any and all things. Thank you. Hello, Carrie from Arlington. Awesome. Chantel in Utah. Beautiful state. Humbled. All right, so this is our weekly, I forget what I called it, but it's our weekly session. If I'm not able to do more than 2 a week, then this is the one where we just jam it all in. And we will do a parable from Osho Tarot. So I'll read a story and reflect together. We will use my signature product, the Wellness Oracle, that has photography and holistic wellness. We'll do the photo to see what the universe wants to reinforce into the head, heart, and gut spaces. We will also do 2 vocal tones. This needs to be made into a product very soon. Project management needs to step up. What else? And then we'll do movement mirroring. So let's recenter. Know that you play an important part in all of this, because whether you participate in the chat or not, energetically tapping into this moment in time, you will bring things forth in how I deliver and how the influence happens. Yes, Elizabeth, Osho is awesome. All right, so call in the directions. We have northeast, southwest, astral above, deep core of Mother Gaia below, and then within Withyin, your being. If you want, you can do some gentle qigong movements where you in and gather, and out you deliver outward, okay? I'm going to start north. Feel free as well. Center yourself and welcome yourself to this moment in time. Come as you are. It is only in that harsh, authentic seeing that you will grow and glow without the illusion of masks and stories that you live behind. There is no comparison. That is your enemy. And so proceed with grace, yet a strong yang focus that you are alive. Okay. Know this. Love can be compassionate and gentle, but also an accountable seeing with where and what and who and how your expression is in existence. Together we are stronger, and so know that you matter and that you're worthy to be a seed in the growth of this session, whether you send me energetic pings or use the chat to help take thought where thought wants to, has to, needs to go today. May what's highest and best come through to me and to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. What's the numerology today, everyone? Month plus the day plus the year. Who has it? 9 plus 27. 24. Today's the 6. Oh no, we have discrepancy because Rachel says 36. Sherry says 6. I said 6. 6 for the win. I just need to be affirmed by that. All right. Is there any new kids on the block? I'll keep note of that 6 for when we do select people. Is anyone new here that's never seen this incarnated God in front of you? Just so you know, I'm seeing all of incarnated gods there as well. Rachel, you are the one. What number are we at? Rachel and Elizabeth, I will honor you both. And Christine, I am writing names down. The early bird gets the worm. Thank you for trying out a new energy and all the love wherever and however it's floating and flying. We go to the Osho Tarot, okay? And Rachel will be the one to pick our story today. Oh no. I pulled up the cards and I was like, oh no, because I usually keep a safety pin on them to know the stories we did. And I'm like, oh no, I'm live. How will I figure out which stories we already read? But then I remembered that I thrive for efficiency, and I did something even better than a safety clip because they were getting too thick. I put an elastic band. These are the stories we've done. These are the ones we haven't. Let's breathe. Breathe. Trust that the card, the image, the story, the fable, the illumination, the reflection will be highest and best for us at this moment in time. Everything in 6 for the numerology of today. Other way for 6. One, two, three, four, five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me cut the deck 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are complete. Rachel, please give me a number between 1 and 30. I believe that's how many cards are left. Rachel, 1 and 30, 27. Are we ascending or descending today? Ascending or descending today? We're going down, 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 down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I love looking at it at the same time as you so we can both be hit with its messaging symbolism. Here we go. Rachel, this is what you picked for the collective. Some suspense keeps you engaged. What do we have here? What do we have here? So you picked 27 and it's 47 in the deck, which adds down to 11, which is pretty cool. So what do we got here? It looks like, oh my, wow. So there's a buzzword, everyone. I'll reveal it in a second because it's blurred in this camera. It looks like a jungle. There's monkeys swinging, there's birds a-flying, there's two Tarzans duplicated that are reaching for each other. What do you see? I see a jungle of vitality where there's coexistence of different species, flora. Yeah, and there's these two beings that are reaching for each other. Wow. All right, time to reveal the buzzword. Lindsay's movement. Rachel, Tarzan, and Jane. Monkeys and children. I wonder the symbolism for you, Rachel, because you picked this. But again, it's for the collective. I wish, Rachel, I didn't paint it. This is from an Osho deck that I purchased. I do make decks though, and this is my deck that we'll use in a second, okay? In a few minutes. The buzzword today is hope. Lord knows. Actually, there's discrepancy on the word hope. But we'll get to that in the reflection, because I'm sure Osho's going to stir some things up. Okay. You are invited and encouraged to please share in the chat to help take thought where thought wants to go. Here we go. Warm, sacred greetings to you in this moment in time, however it finds you in the expression of the physical shape, emotional realm, and intellectual intelligence, hunger or exhaustion. Please come as you are, and I greet you and bathe you in some words, a story, a fable of sorts, to evoke and spark elevated consciousness for you to know who you are in this moment and the path of projected awakening that you're on. And so we breathe in, we breathe out, and continue a deeper, natural breath. Allow some intuitive movement. And let the body drop into this moment to receive words, whether your eyes are closed or you're in another type of meditative practice of tea, drawing, hope, lost in a jungle. I have heard about a hunter who got lost in the jungle. For 3 days, he could not find anybody to ask for the way out, and he was becoming more and more panicky. 3 days of no food, and 3 days of constant fear of animals. For 3 days, he was not even able to sleep. He was sitting awake on some tree, afraid he may be attacked. There were snakes, there were lions, there were wild animals. On the 4th day, early in the morning, he saw a man under a tree. You can imagine his joy. He rushed and he hugged him. He hugged the man and said, "What joy!" And the other man hugged him, and they were both immensely happy. Then they asked each other, "Why are you so ecstatic?" The first said, "I was lost, and I was waiting to meet someone." And the other said, "I'm also lost, and I'm also waiting to meet somebody." So if we are both lost, then the ecstasy is just foolish. So now we'll be lost together. That's what happens. You are lonely, and the other is lonely. And now you meet. First, the honeymoon, the ecstasy that you've met the other, and now you will not be lonely anymore. But within 3 days, or if you are intelligent enough, within 3 hours. Depends on how intelligent you are. If you are stupid, then it will take a longer time because one does not learn. Otherwise, the intelligent person can immediately see that after 3 minutes, what are we trying to do? It is not going to happen. The other is as lonely as I am. Now we will be living together to loneliness together. 2 wombs cannot help each other to be healed. We are part of each other. No man is an island. We belong to an invisible but infinite continent. Boundless is our existence. But those experiences only happen to people who are self-actualizing, who are in such tremendous love with themselves that they're able to close their eyes and be alone, and yet be utterly blissful. And that's what meditation is all about. Meditation means being ecstatic in your loneliness. But when you become ecstatic in your loneliness, soon, the ecstasy is so much that you can't contain it. It starts overflowing in you. And when it starts overflowing in you, it becomes love. Meditation allows love to happen. And the people who have not known meditation will never know love. They may pretend that they love, but they cannot. They will only pretend because they don't have anything to give. They're not overflowing. Love is sharing, but before you share, you have to have it. Meditation could be the first thing. Meditation is the center. Love is the circumference of it. Meditation is the flame. Love is the radiation of it. Meditation is the flower. Love is the fragrance of it. Breathe in. Breathe out. In the silence, what do you remember from the words shared? Imagery, statements that didn't agree with your mind, your heart, what your truth is. What did resonate? Some further reflective words. The joy of love is possible only if you have known the joy of being alone. Because then, only do you have something to share. Otherwise, two beggars meeting each other, clinging to each other, cannot be blissful. They will create misery for each other because each other will be hoping and hoping in vain. And the other is going to fulfill me, thinking that the other is going to fulfill me. The other is hoping for the same. They cannot fulfill each other. They are both blind. They cannot help each other. How does this sit with you? So again, this is a parable to evoke reflection on hope, on love, on completeness, of bliss. What is relevant and current for you? Personally, I'm not sitting well completely with this. We've all heard the saying, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Very popular. Same thing in the airplane. Put the oxygen mask on yourself before you help others. So there is truth in that. There's science in that. If you're depleted, you ain't gonna be offering anybody anything. So yes, indeed. But the other thing that's kind of irking me of this not being 100% absolute, I think there's danger in absolute truths unless it's natural law of the cosmic nature. But something weird, and that's not sitting well with me with this reflective parable, is aren't we mirrors to one another? Sometimes you need to be knee deep in SHIT to kind of hit that rock bottom, right? A lot of support groups, AA and others. What do you reflect? What can you spark and help see? Yeah, we've all heard the saying, hurt people hurt people. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. I love these. It's true, there's power in that. But isn't there a glimmer of hope in being that mirror to one another? How do you feel about that? Expecting others to fix it or fulfill my expectations has been a huge thing in my life in the past. Also, though, why can't them finding each other be a good thing? See, that's the thing. I'm personally not in agreement with anything absolute. Sure, expecting someone to help you or fix you is dangerous because you're diffusing your personal power and your potential. But at the same time, Isn't there power in like-mindedness? Why are you even listening to me right now? There's power in the like-mindedness of a frequency. There's power in support groups. You went through that trauma, a certain abuse, a certain addiction. Sure, we both have healing work to do, but why can't we echo the potential and inspire? What are you awakening to today? Okay, what did you awaken yesterday? Wow, I think there's hope in that, right? Yeah, I was reading this and I'm like, do I want to finish reading this? Because it's not fully resonating. But that's the thing too, is the art of mindfulness, the art of spirituality, the art of self-actualization is when you question even big spiritual texts, leaders, teachers, guides, religions. One of the biggest pains is to not realize that you have your own dialogue with Source, Creator. We can listen and learn through our ascended masters, but you have that same seed of cosmic potential within you. So I think this is there's an acting game, an improv game. Yes, and. So when you're doing acting improvs, there's two people in a scene and then it's like freeze. And then you go in and then you go and you take over from there. Because it's a yes and philosophy. Right? Yes and. There's definitely parts of you as an adult of making decisions that you feel you need from someone else, but also it's that whole thing of help. Can you evoke hope by seeking help in another? No man is an island, it's true. The length of the journey can be the same, whether done alone or in tandem with another or others. It is a personal choice, and both are beautiful. What beautiful wisdom. The journey can be the same. Yeah, my friend was telling me yesterday, there's a mountain, I'm going to be climbing up from the north. I'm going to be climbing up from the south. Sometimes the mountains are steeper on one side. Sometimes they're a more gradient. You will have your own experience in the jungle of life. And if you find each other, you can bring your own unique skills and your own unique story. What happened in the jungle? Did you encounter more snakes or more leopards? Did you eat more root, vegetables, or more berries? You'll have your own experience of the fear. It could be encased in fear and survival. And you come together, you're still trying to survive, but what were the stories, the details, the textures? That's the wisdom, that's the brain bank, and that's the wisdom circle, and why group coaching and talking circles and support groups works. Sometimes working with a therapist, not only is it more expensive, but there is a magic when we come together. Even people that are in healing and deep trauma. What happens when you deeply see one another? When you share stories? Again, every moment, are you in a path of least resistance? You can be sitting in a circle, have lots of healing work to be done. Can you be so present that you're literally in your weakness, in your overwhelm, that you are just breathing? Bearing witness. And you may not even want to speak today, but you're there to bear witness. You hear a story. Conscious, subconscious, superconscious. Maybe there's a spark of hope. And then the healing journey begins. There is a difference between a savior and a resource. I think we're resources to each other. We are interconnected, and we need each other to be well. Ho ho! Ain't that awakened truth? There is a new concept going around called the new economy. So whether recession comes or not, it already is. It's echoing here and there. What is the new economy? How can economy mean more than just dollar signs, financials? Can the economy be how we take care of each other? How we normalize not jamming our schedules? Can the new economy be that you look people in the eyes when you walk by them? You share a smile, you open doors. Of course, we can get more efficient and learn the neighbors on the street. What do they do? What are their gifts, talents? This one's good at gluten-free baking. This one's good at landscaping. Can we learn to barter in the new economy and take self-care and self-development into community care, into community development? Who needs to step up in the workplace and realize, what can we do for more wellness in the workspace, in the home space? Is it a weekly check-in? One word, right? It doesn't have to be so esoteric, hippy-dippy. 1 to 10. What's your energy like today? How connected are you feeling? And what's a word of your state of being today, or that you want to grow into? There's lots of ways to have more efficient, effective ways to hold this truth that we're all in it together. The entire world might have some form of PTSD or PSD, patriarchal stress disorder. I love that. And it's true. And so, in closing, know that you are worthy and you have a sense of wonder and spirited completion and perfection, even in your states of disharmony and trauma. We don't have to feel perfectly happy, healthy, and whole to show up, to go out, to meet people. Of course, there's a certain alignment that needs to happen in awareness, so you're not unloading on people. But can we be gracious, kind, gentle, and authentic with where you are? And whether you choose to cultivate the healing, the hope, the love in introspection and meditation, to fill the cup of the elixir of wonder, or you choose to go for a walk to a community group, support group, may we continually spark hope of what's possible and not be in this numb down robotic state and just be spoon-fed, waiting to be found, to be fed. The jungle might be vast, confusing, scary, but when you bring your breath with you and be inspired by what is in and around you, together we rise and take the self-care, the self-love, the self-development into this collective, uprising, ascended frequency to transcend even with dark forces. May you feel the breath in and around you, and know that so much is possible. You can be gentle as a butterfly, yet fierce like a lion. They both are the yin and yang, no matter the sex that you identify or were given. And with this in mind, we breathe in and deliver it out. Bathe in the wonder and know that hope is potential on wings. And so it is. Community breath in. Community breath out. All right. Wow. That was interesting. Very important. Very important. It's the paradox, right? There's always two things going on, two ideas, two concepts. Always something to make you feel a bit confused. I didn't pick my song yet. Thank you so much for sharing. There was some serious wisdom from the community. Wow. So there's a lot of talking on Insight Timer, and it's good. Lots of talking in our heads. So let's take a break from the talking before we pick some photos with some movement. I have a song. It's related to a jungle, if you know the song. Anyhow, you're invited to move with me. This is one of my signature offerings called Movement Mirroring, where you're my mirror. I repeat everything 4 times, just some movement. Lose yourself, find yourself, and have fun. Short and sweet, breathe in. Breathe out. Find that smile. Can you find the bliss state, even with the weight of life? What's your word? What's your word in this moment? Mm. My word's tropical. I am gifting myself with some tropical very soon. In a few months, I'll be in Central America. Kind of feeling that vibe right now. Tropical. Do you have a word? Sherry Love, Elizabeth. Sherry Lovely, Elizabeth Love. Amour. Salini states, what an investment for our day. What's more important, what's more valuable than money? Your time, your health, and your consciousness. Who has a lock on that? Those are three that are more valuable than money. So if you're finding illumination, activation, and resonance from attending this session, thank you. Together we rise. Thank you, Lynn, for your donation. I appreciate any and all support. If a donation's not in your means, you can always give a review from one of my sessions, one of the recordings. We move on. Is Elizabeth? Elizabeth's still here. Great. Elizabeth, do you want the colored photographs or the black and white? We're going to pick 2 photos now from the Wellness Oracle. This is a card deck that I created that's almost done revision to be printed again. Different holistic modalities, classical earth elements. Today we're just going to use the photographs, and Elizabeth wants the couleur. Okay, let's take 5 breaths. And then Elizabeth, you can pick the card because you're a new kid on the block. 6, numerology of the day. All right, Elizabeth, please pick a number between 1 and 54. 1 jusqu'au 54. 31. Elizabeth, do you want to ascend or descend in the deck? We're going up for 31. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31. I'm not going to show it to you yet because this is more of a rapid photo reflection. We're going to hold both cards up at the same time and see what is the connection, what does the universe want to make obvious. The next new kid on the block, Christina, are you still here? Totally get it if you're not. Life is full. Christina, Christina, Christina. Christina's not there, so guess what? Y'all get to decide. The sixth person that gives me a number between 1 and 54 will do that card. The sixth person, because 6 is the numerology of the day. If you want, you can put an A or a D beside. So there's some community members that have the Wellness Oracle. Thank you for your support. The early beta testers. So Sherry pulled laughter and hand breathing. That's awesome. Lord knows laughter's the best medicine. And our hands. So trippy. Let's keep it going. We still need 6. Ooh. Okay, we have our 6th person, and it looks like it's Dorothy was first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. So on my end, it says guest. So whoever this guest is that picked 7D, we're going to do that. So that's 7 descending. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next card is it. 7. So let's get Elizabeth's card and we'll look at them together. Here you go, everyone. This is the first card. What do you see? Here's the second card, just letting you see a little closer. But we're doing a rapid takeaway, okay? And that means look at them, pretend you're in an art gallery. What theme, what story, what wants to make obvious? And remember, reflection's fun, creative wellness. So what's the same? We have 2 people. There's 1 person in each photo. They're both in concentration. One is in a blissful, playful, curious state, playing the harp. And it looks like a corridor outside. Maybe the other person's in meditation. Yes, Carole. They're both concentrating. There's the takeaway. Concentrate, damn it! There's beauty. Someone states there's beauty in the music, in a sacred hobby. There's beauty in nature, overlooking the vantage point of a horizon. Sherry jumped the ball. Thank you. So I always encourage you to be your own guru. I love that Tony Robbins had a documentary, I Am Not Your Guru. I love that. Of course, we inspire one another, like that came up in the session today. But concentrate, activate. So you're encouraged to, if you had to make a sentence, what is this? So Sherry started, Ruth Ann shared. And we'll just hold silence to see what wisdom wants to come out. Sherry shares. Sherry shares. Sherry shares. Be still and listen to the music of life. Ruth Ann. Reflection through thought and music. Mine is concentrate, activate, alleviate, conscious creative power. Carole shares. tune out the noise and listen. I like hearing things twice. Tune out the noise and listen. We'll hold space for one more minute. If there's any other wisdom coming through. How does this personally relate? Maybe you want to share. How does this personally relate to you today? So for me personally, I definitely want a more strict meditation practice. I've been meditating a lot more because there is a guru in town. He's not my guru, but he's one of them. So I've learned like some more advanced meditation techniques. I've also been inspired by another Qigong meditation that I want to cultivate. So for me, it's like sit your beep down and cultivate, because no one's coming to save you. But also, you know, I'm a over 20-year dance artist. It's so important for me to be creative. So how can creativity and meditation be this balance of concentration for my conscious investment, to not live in the story that I'm a busy entrepreneur? What story are you hiding behind? Elizabeth, I love music and nature. Hey, Didi. Find pleasure. Pardon me. Oh, yeah. Find pleasure in the things you love. Exactly. You know, a lot of these takeaways don't have to be so esoteric. There's a business advisor, and he's like, have all your business writing be for a 6-year-old. Not that that's 6-year-old language, but you know what I mean. It's understandable, digestible. Find pleasure in the things you love. If not, don't fight yourself. There's different forms of meditation. A lot of people, it's a walk. There's different states you'll get from that, but then there's different states if you're doing more energetic stillness in the body to transcend the body. It's all good. You are where you are. Sherry, silent meditation is calling you. So the whole thing with that, Sherry, that I've learned from my guru, Swami Avetananda, is you can't... There's many definitions of meditation, but a popular one is no mind, to exist in the gap between when one thought comes and when one thought goes. So silent meditation, for a more silent experience, what we've been doing at the temple is a lot of chanting, loud too. So hum, so hum, so hum. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We were jumping up and down doing sparkle fingers. And a lot of yogic arts is you have an asana practice. So maybe, Sherry, you go for a long walk, or you have a dance party, blah, 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 do some gibberish, and then you stop. Because you'll get some of that chatter out, and then the silence will come more. Give it a go. Marnie, Balance, Chantel. Well, there you go. I spoke about that as well. Or you can just sit right away and then you get to wash and watch your mind. Vipassana 10-day meditation retreats. Go for it. Marnie, balance of playfulness and striving. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's 1:08. We've been going for an hour and 8 minutes. Sacred number. Aho hum. Ooh. All right. Let's close with a vocal tone. We'll just do one. But for new people that have joined, I'm Robert Halley. I am just north of Toronto, Canada. and I'm a creative wellness coach that blends my 20 plus year dance, acting, singing career with different holistic modalities of yoga, mindfulness, meditation, coaching. And I'm here to serve. I've made the Wellness Oracle. There's 15 left before we do some crowdfunding and print some more. If you're curious to connect further with Withyin Creative Wellness on social or withyin.ca. Also, those in New York City, I will be in Long Island November 2nd to November 9th. We'll have some talking circles in New York City, maybe Brooklyn, and then the workshop weekend. So please direct message me if we're not connected. Bottom right corner, if you've never seen me before, bottom right corner where you see me in a circle, add me as your teacher. I see it as community member because you help me, I help you. And then you can direct message me if you can figure that out. There's lots of layers to Insight Timer app. Or you can just message me, robert@withyin.ca, if you're in New York or if you're curious about an oracle deck. Let's pick a tone, okay? I have 36 vocal tones. The sixth person, that gives me a number between 1 and 36, we're going to do that vocal tone. The sixth person, give me a number between 1 and 36, and we'll pick that number. I realize I don't need this. In the past, I usually pick them, but not today. Okay, I guess Sherry's going. Okay, we'll go with the numbers. Any number between 1 and 36, and we'll do that vocal tone. I think it's Dorothy with 36. Let me triple check. 36, Dorothy! So 36 is just the particular way I've organized the vocal tones. Vocal tones, another form of meditation, a natural therapeutic to shift your mind, your emotions, the health and physics of the body. Please find comfort in your body. We're going to do he. We'll do it at least 10 times. We'll do it at least 10 times. We're going to do he, which is a healing sound of Qigong. He is a good sound. Maybe you visualize orange. Helps the lymphatic system. Triple warmer. It helps disconnection and isolation into universal connection. What? So powerful. So if you're not able to tone because of where you are in your home or work, know that you can listen to me or even say it, see it. Find comfort in the body temple. Maybe there's some shoulder rolls. Release tension in your jaw. I have to teach you that technique another day. Palms down for more introspection, palms up to receive. If your eyes are open, gaze at one point. Maybe they're closed and roll down to look at the tip of your nose. Choose your pitch, length, and layer. We are a symphony and have different lung capacities. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Inhale. Exhale. Be with yourself. Track the head, heart, gut. Find a word, a sentence to remember this state, to bridge it with the frontal part of your brain, and to know for next time you might do this. I have a funny image. Mine is slip and slide into the sunset. Wow, now I'm sad I didn't do slip and slide this summer. What's your word to close today's session? If you'd like to share, what's your number? Did it go up a little bit? Are you more aligned to your inner being? To the wisdom within? I actually feel like a 9 now, so I went up. It's important, right? My nephew asked, do you go to church? I'm like, every day. The church within. Carole is calm. Marnie hula hooping around the campfire. Pa, 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 pa. Oh, good, Carole. Yay. See, it's not about going up fast, because that can cause neurological challenges, but can we creak up the emotional scale? I have this chart that I laminated. It's not here when I need it. I'm going to keep it by my desk. Because that's the thing. Inching up, inching to alignment. Sherry is an 8.5, Marnie 8. Woohoo! Whether you choose to share or not, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for investing your time, your energy, your words, your love. The question now is, where and how will you share the value you received? There are some donations. Know that that's an option. Do you want to demonstrate your abundance? Thank you if it's in your means to offer a donation today. And also, please check out some of my recordings. Lots more to upload to Insight Timer. So you can offer a review, even if it's a word. Amazing! That helps to amplify and get my unique style out into the world. I thank you for your support. And tell people about me. I'm a queer person of color. I'm multiracial. I represent many different colors of the spectrum. I'm also everything and nothing. I speak to truth and consciousness. Thank you, Sherry, for your donation. I know I'll meet you one day because you're kind of close to Toronto. You're welcome, Carole. Mon plaisir, Elizabeth. J'espère que je te vois encore une autre fois. Je sais l'heure est différente, mais j'enseigne et partage plusieurs fois dans le matin. Alors, on va te voir une autre fois. Heck yeah, Sherry. Perfect, Amy. Glad you got value. And again, if you're in Toronto, reach out. If you are in New York City, reach out. In-person workshop for 15 people, happening November 4, 5, 6. I'd love to meet you all one day. Eventually, the goal is 4 retreats a year. But for now, we share virtually, vibrationally, and we uplift one another. Charu! Okay, good. I was going to message you. I can't wait to meet you, Charu. Amazing. So it's important, global family like this, but it's also important to find local, in person. Remember, we're multidimensional beings. So I'm honored to be part of your journey. And I bless you and your family and friends and community where you are locally. Okay? Social Withyin Creative Wellness for YouTube, Instagram. And I didn't schedule another live, but I will. At least 1 or 2 a week. So stay connected, bottom right corner. And I've spoken enough. Nothing left to do but float and smile. We do have a circle insight timer. And because I'm using one device today, it's hard to type. Oopsies. It's called The Journey Withyin. So if you want to keep talking with our conscious family, find The Journey Withyin. Awesome. So closing with a song and some art again. Actually, we'll play the same song because it was so nice. Ooh. Float, float. Much love. I speak to your soul. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.